CharCole Sports Show. The hottest names and the hottest takes.
Tune in every Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. where Prien and Cole Larsch highlight prep sports, college sports, coyote athletics, and professional sports. We would love to hear your questions for us too. The phone lines are always open.
Tune in to the CharCole Sports Show each Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. to hear the hottest takes on KAOR Vermilion.
It is the CharCole Sports Show. You are hearing that correctly. January 21st of 2026, Season 3, Episode 13 of the show. We thank you all for tuning in here in this new year. I'm Cole Larsch, joined by Charlie Prien in just a moment. We've got a couple of things lined up for the show. We'll talk about USD sports, South Dakota High School prep sports, the college football playoff, and the NFL playoffs as well. We might end with the picks of the week. We're really not sure yet. We're just kind of opening the mics and letting it all out there. But tune in. The CharCole Sports Show starts right now.
And here it is, Season 3 of the CharCole Sports Show, Episode 13. I'm Charlie Prien, joined by Cole Larsch. And this, Cole, is the first episode we've ever done together where I am actually now the host of the show, Cole. You just so happen to be my guest.
I'm the producer, yeah. I'm the guest/producer.
I love it. For those of you that don't know, students at USD have to be either students or I think full-time students to be members of student media. And Cole, you gotta let everyone know you got your
Well, not yet. The registrar hasn't emailed me back. That's a different thing. But anyway, correct. I am, as of right now, taking no classes from USD. To be honest with you, it feels great. It feels great.
Happy for you, man. Finally out of here. And, I think for sure happy to still have the show going. Because who would want to leave the show like this? You know, this is
right.
A prime time. Like, if you think about it, how lucky did we get with this time slot?
Very. I mean, this is, you think about, well, even when we talked about it, one of our first meetings is the prime. Also, I apologize. I had music playing over that whole intro. So, again, rusty, getting back into it. It's been like 2.5 months since we had a show. I apologize.
They'll get the point.
But one of the biggest things you learn is like primetime radio is like 6 to 9 in the morning and like 4 to 7 at night. So, anyway.
Right. And then what's so good for us, and I guess it's not really great right now because we have some games coming up, but what's so nice for us, Cole, is that we have a Wednesday time slot. So there's typically not games Wednesday, and it allows us to be flexible in our schedules. And it really just kind of works in great. Wednesday's kind of like an early Friday for not only us, but our friends, my girlfriend, and I mean now my sister. It's kind of just become a tradition that we've plugged it a few times. We head to Bunyan's after this, and it's just kind of what we do. They expect to see us, and if we're not there at 7:10, we get a text or a call for a welfare check because we just want to make sure that Cole is well fed and well drunk. I mean, he has to be the thirst has to be quenched, and that's the plan again tonight. But no, happy to be back, and Cole, congratulations on
thank you.
graduating from the University of South Dakota.
I've got all my credits. I just need my piece of paper, which, like I said, requires somebody to email me back in that regard. But
well, you officially graduated, and do you know how that's determined? Is whether or not you can get in the door over here with your phone. They took you off the app.
That is true.
But hey, the physical ID
still works.
No.
Still works. But
you run with it. Okay?
I was double clicking, I got my ID, and you tapped it first and it didn't work. And I'm like, okay, that's gonna be interesting. Good thing we got here early. And I tapped mine, and it wasn't there. I was like my debit card and then like a ticket to something. But I don't know. But it worked. And we're in, and we're rolling, I think. I mean, I got the red buttons pressed here. This thing says live, so I mean, I think we're ready and rocking.
And it's been a while since we've been back on the air.
Pre-Thanksgiving, because I remember us talking about what our favorite Thanksgiving foods were.
Oh, yes. Banger of a show. I remember a lot of discourse after the fact about that.
True.
Not bringing up my mother's cheesy green bean casserole. And she's going to be happy if she's listening that I said that, because that was one thing that went right over my head.
Yeah.
And she was very upset that I didn't mention that. So I'll throw that in there real quick. I mean, I know we're a bit late and we're almost to February now, but throw that in there. I mean, that's always good. So, Larshi, again, glad to be back here, the 13th episode of this season. We're not going to get to our regular amount of episodes in the year, but hey, that's okay. We're not here for the credit. We're here for the fun of it.
That is true.
We're having a great time.
And also the Summit League decided randomly that starting this year, we're going to play on a bunch of Wednesdays now.
Cole, I have some great segue here for us.
I'm ready.
Speaking of Summit League, we know two people, at least two people that we're pretty close to, that work at a place called ELO CPA and Advisors.
Yeah.
And these two people, both, I mean, one of them has quite a bit of pull, and one of them is my girlfriend, and she's working her way up the ranks, hopefully. And Maria Baker is also there right now, too.
Yeah.
Recently, on Summit League's weekly standing posts, did you see who the presenting sponsor of that is in the top right corner?
I'm guessing because you brought it up, it's ELO.
So, meaning we should get tickets. We should see some tickets to go to watch that one real close, Cole. What do you think?
That'd be great.
I mean, if we could just go, be a part of the ELO team, if they needed to fill a spot.
I mean, if they need a butt in a chair,
butts in seats or something that I can do.
I can fill that.
So I was really excited to see that because when I saw that, I'm like, Morgan, what's going on here? And I'm like, this is awesome. So, and then she was telling me, she was like, yeah, well, turns out last year we had tickets to the Sioux Falls Open or whatever it is, the golf tournament, where like Daly was there and all that.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, no one wanted to go. She's like, if you wanted to go, I would have given you the tickets. And
Morgan.
I looked at her.
Morgan.
I looked at her and I said, I don't even play golf, and I would have gone.
Oh yeah. I mean, just a witness.
And I'm sure. I mean, yeah. She's like, we're a big sponsor of that every year. Okay. Well, good to know.
Yeah, exactly.
Good to know. Next year, let me know.
Exactly.
So, anyways, we're happy to be back, and we can segue that puppy right into the women's team, Cole, who's only lost once in the conference. And I think that's just because conference play can get you at times. But this conference looks like if there's any time to win a conference, it's this year because of the injuries at South Dakota State, what's going on up there with North Dakota State. I think it's a very competitive top. And like you said before the season even started, it was going to be like volleyball, a very top-heavy, part of the Summit League. And I hope you got the standings on there.
I don't have anything in here, but I can get them.
Yeah, why don't you throw that up there, because I'd like to look at that. But I think it's not only just very top-heavy, and I haven't seen the entire standings, but just knowing that South Dakota State, North Dakota State, and USD are all three teams that very well could win the Summit League.
Also, there's limited premium seating available now at the Summit League website. Open air courtside loges and premium level seating offering in-seat service, a curated menu, and a private cash bar.
What do they want?
So where we were sitting.
Yeah. I know where that is.
Yeah, down on the ends. I don't know. I clicked on it and it took me to the schedule. So.
I wonder if that's part of ELO's presenting partner package.
Maybe. We could be part of the high net worth individuals down there.
They best be. What are you finding, Larsch?
I'm getting that.
All right.
I got to screenshot it and copy it and
Sure.
send it over. But as soon as I get it,
well,
I could have just brought my mouse and made this about 100 times easier. I could also just loaded them in beforehand.
I'm gonna do what Cole does here. The USD women's basketball team, Cole, 14-5 overall, and 4-1 in the conference. Their next game they play Omaha. That is exactly 1 day and 20 minutes and 56 seconds from now. So we'll tip off at Omaha tomorrow. Cole, the only loss in the conference came against Oral Roberts on a night where not only did USD shoot poorly, heard the officiating, at least that was the Twitter and X discourse, officiating was not standard. Well, that's what they say.
I got 3 things for you. 1, the standings are on the screen now.
Hey.
USD finds himself second place. 2, correct, did not play very good. And 3, it wouldn't be a Summit League game without one of the refs just being absolutely not paying attention. It also wouldn't be a USD game without a clock issue coming out of the half. So far, every basketball game I've been to this year, there's been a clock issue at the half.
Yeah,
I think I've narrowed it down. So you know the system where the referees that the mic picks up their whistle and it goes back to their backpack.
Yep.
It's something to do with that because I did PA for 3 high school games on Saturday, and we didn't have a single clock issue. And it's all all the exact same people were running it. It's just they went away from
technology deal.
They went away from the automated deal and went to the handheld, like a usual Daktronic scoreboard. But
sure.
Anyway, yes, that's. But you know what? You'll have those losses every once in a while. You're due for a couple of them usually every year.
Yeah. Looking ahead, Cole, I'm going to miss another SDSU USD women's basketball game, at least the one at home. I'm going to be home that day for Mallory Benzo's All-State Jazz Band. Otherwise, I'd be there.
What day is that?
31st of Jan.
I will also not be there because we'll be up in Madison for the DAC-12 NEC Clash.
You're clashing it up in the DAC-12. That's a nice place, though.
Yeah, it is.
Are you there all day?
No, just excuse me, because they do the pairings based on standings, and based on how good you are is how late you play. And Vermilion's shaping up to be like number 2 or number 3 in the DAC-12, which will be a late afternoon, early evening game.
Sure, that's fair.
And Al usually treats us pretty good up there anyway. So.
Oh yeah.
And we usually do a couple more games for him just for. We actually almost got in trouble once because we didn't realize we were live on the Madison live stream and. Yeah. Said something I can't say on KAOR.
And yeah.
I called. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, just leave it at that.
Anyway, there you go.
Cole, you know how you mentioned before we started the show that Freeman was a really good basketball team. They beat Centerville last night 77-42, now that I'm looking. Holy
Yeah,
buckets.
Freeman boys are good.
And
they're really balanced, too.
And then the game before, Centerville boys played Castlewood and lost 56-47.
Well, that's a close loss to a good Castlewood team. But Castlewood also took a random loss. We are kind of bouncing all over the place, but that's fine. Okay. I mean, it is a CharCole sports show. What else would you expect? Castlewood boys, they currently sit 3rd in the seed points. 3rd in the...
They lost to Clark Willow Lake, who's really good, in Hamlin by... They only scored 37 points in that game.
Yeah, and also only 36 against Clark Willow Lake. That's what they took a close loss. It was DeSmit I was thinking of. They lost 2 in a row to Clark Willow Lake by 31 and Hamlin by 17.
You know Rashi's got them boys just playing amazing defense.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing defense.
I got to watch them firsthand in Aberdeen at the state tournament. It was unreal. I mean, they got like a 6'8" guy inside whose name is escaping me, but they're a very well-coached team, very well-disciplined team. And all 8 of those teams were. I mean, that was one of the more... Even talking with some of the media members up here, like that was one of the more open Class B tournaments that we'd seen in a while. Like, there wasn't one heavy favorite.
Sure, and that's fun.
I think I might be heading back up there again this year.
Hey, I feel like I need to make a trip this year because I'm not going to be like spring breaking it this year. I'm not going on any spring break. I'm going over Easter, but there ain't going to be anything going on over Easter.
Right? Yeah, there won't be anything.
So I'll be free for the first time ever, it seems like, over that time.
There we go. It's the...
Maybe Joe Van Gore and I will go get a hotel room wherever the State Girls B's are, and we'll go watch Centerville.
State B Girls is in... Well, it's either Watertown, Brookings, or Rapid.
I really hope it's not Rapid.
And then boys is Rapid, Aberdeen. They're playing the double A's in the Ice Arena, and they're playing the A's in the Big Summit Arena.
Oh, I did know that.
And they're playing the B's in Aberdeen.
Do they have the parking for that?
What do you think? No. They have the hotels for that? Barely.
No.
But Sioux Falls doesn't want to host it anymore.
Right.
The Denny would rather bring it. I mean, they got 2 concerts over those 2 weekends.
And they got some good ones, too. I looked at the Denny and what they got coming.
Yeah.
Sioux Falls did good this year. I mean,
Yeah.
they did good. Larsch, should we talk? We should just briefly go over like the non-cons since the last time we've spoken, which was, I think we didn't talk before the Wyoming game. We talked about Pine Bluff, I think, no?
Oh, women?
Yeah.
USD women?
Because we talked about Valpo. I'm pretty sure. No? I don't know.
Yeah, because we had the 2 buzzer beaters against Kansas State and Idaho State, and those are the last 2 we had. Hosted Valparaiso, got a big win. They're not very good.
No.
Arkansas Pine Bluff got a big win. They're not very good. Wyoming lost by 7. They're also not great, so that was a tough loss. But it was on the backs of just a random travel day out there on a Saturday. Just didn't really have it that day. Big Sky Summit Challenge, Portland State, they won 75-51.
They didn't come down for Tussis.
No, they did not. There's actually some students dressed up in like hazmat. That was pretty funny. Eastern Washington lost by 4, December 6th. Feels like I should remember that game. That might have been week 0 of high school basketball. Then, a couple tough losses. 3-point loss to Bradley.
Had them on the ropes, too.
A 8-point loss to Pepperdine. And then a couple wins in a row over University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley.
Ah, yeah, Larry, there you go.
And College of St. Mary's out of Nebraska before heading into the Summit League schedule. Opening up with win over Kansas City. I lost to Oral Roberts again. Didn't play very good. Then wins over St. Thomas. That's a pretty solid win up in St. Thomas. And a big win over North Dakota, which featured former USD Coyotes, Walker Demers and Addison Klosterbauer, who I thought it was funny to watch Klosterbauer on the bench cheer her team on and start taunting our team when they were down 20 in the first half. I thought that was impressive. And then the Angelina Robles revenge game, because she was a Denver transfer. They won 75-55. On Saturday, this was an interesting finish to the game. So Denver was not happy that we kept scoring at the end. But Denver put up, so like with about 3 minutes to go in the game, they're down 15. Denver puts a press on. Hadn't pressed all game, puts a press on. Well, then USC starts scoring. Denver starts scoring on the other end, making about a 13-point game was, I think, as close as it got. They started fouling. Well, then they kept doing that, and then they started calling timeouts because, reportedly, from what I heard from the people that work on the bench, Denver's coach was pissed because we kept scoring. And Coach Amy was just like, you guys are pressing us and calling timeouts. We're going to keep scoring.
Right.
Like, you haven't given up, so we're not giving up. And nobody tried fighting Robles in the handshake line. Denver's coach was not happy with Carrie Amy in the handshake line. But she
saw the
basically,
video. It
wasn't like on the first time through, but it was on the second way back. And Denver's coach starts coming at her, and she's just walking back like this. Just like, I have nothing to do with this. And so, yeah, just little things like that. And everybody was complaining because, like, the last 3 minutes took probably 20. And they're like, oh, I just want to go home. And I'm like, I have to be here another 6 hours. I have 3 more games after this, and you guys are all complaining. But anyway, no, it was a good time after that. Always good to be a public address announcer down there on the Sanford Coyote Sports Center. There you go. There's their season recap pretty much at this point. 2 games on the road. 1 very winnable and 1 very tough.
Very important game, though, in Fargo. As
we flash up the can't even see the team that's on the bottom there. As we flash up the women's standings again. Omaha, they traveled to Omaha.
They're bad.
Tomorrow, right? Because the men played on there today.
Yeah, they're really bad, yeah.
Yeah, Omaha's not great.
They're
were 2-19 overall.
They were actually doing the open tryouts. Like, yes, no joke, actually doing the open tryouts.
Correct. They were...
like, show up if you can play.
Yeah, and they signed 2 that, like, they won state championships in high school. I don't know where they found them, but they ended up picking 2 players that are actually pretty decent. USD men, we'll get to them in a little bit. They didn't quite have open tryouts, but they picked up 2 NAIA transfers who are doing really well.
Good.
For coming in and having to play a lot of minutes just off of not playing at all, they're doing pretty well. And then on Saturday, USD women will travel up to North Dakota State, a 1 o'clock start. Again, you see NDSU, they're 5-0. Handed SDSU their first loss in regular season to a Summit League team.
What's Bryce's
in 67 games.
Yeah.
5th longest conference winning streak of all time, by the way.
Yeah, that's insane.
There you go. The highest is like UConn with like 140.
In that conference, yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
What's Bryce's comment?
I don't know. I can't tell what it is. Is that tea?
Is that tea?
That's what it might be. Good to see Bryce joining us. What's up, Bryce?
Cole.
Yes,
This
sir.
women's team has it is tea. This women's team has some ability to make some noise, and being second in the conference, doesn't mean much because you lost to Oral Roberts. You just probably, I don't know if they should have won that night, but you could have done a lot of stuff differently. I don't know. I'm excited to see where this team goes. There's a lot. So some teams, Cole, start off the year and you just know that this team has a really low ceiling, and their floor is pretty low too, and they're kind of, there's not a lot of room to grow as a team. I think this team has much more room to grow.
Yes. And they're also missing a couple players for injury as well. Name escaped me. Very tall forward inside. Kind of been out with a knee injury all season. Then Alex Flattery up in St. Paul I didn't see what it was. But
Oh my gosh. Flores signed a extension with the Vikings.
wow, interesting.
Breaking news on the
Is that a
show.
reputable source?
Schefter just tweeted
There
it.
we go. Okay, that's Schefter. There we go. Interesting. So another head coaching cycle goes around and he does not get hired. That's great for the
Let's
Vikings.
go.
That is great for the Minnesota Vikings. Wow. There we go.
We must have paid him. I think he's now the highest paid coordinator in.
Oh, absolutely. Well, that was the only really upside of the season was our defense. Speaking of defenses, Bryce, the Bears are a very good team if they have a healthy defense. I think they're still in this thing if they have a healthy defense. Because their defense was in shambles.
Yeah.
Even holding that Rams team to that with like all your second stringers out there was unbelievable. Their injury report's freaking 2 pages long. Anyway, just some food for thought in the NFL side. Yeah, there you go, USD women.
The men, 10-10.
They also, next 2 games after that, because we won't have a show January 28th on Wednesday because USD plays at home against St. Thomas.
I'll attend that, puppy.
For throwback night. I believe I'm working that game, I hope.
Throwback night. I'm going to wear that throwback sweatshirt I got.
There you go. And then on Saturday, it's the Alumni Game, National Girls and Women in Sports Day. 1 p.m. Depending on what time Vermilion plays that Saturday, I might be able to make some of this game.
Go as a
Because there's a
fan.
chance they play as true, or I might see if I can work it. I don't know. What? I don't even know. They probably have me down for something. They have me down for something on this Saturday, and I can't. I'm working the Hanson Classics, so I cannot do that. I don't even know what it is. But there you go. There's a USD women's basketball update. 14-5 on the season, 4-1 in conference play. The Coyote men at one point had 7 healthy players. They're now up to 9 with the 2 additions. They're 10-10 on their season so far. Here's the overall conference standings. They sit 2-3. NDSU, they're going to be solid. And St. Thomas, they're probably the 2 favorites. North Dakota at 4-2. And you start to trickle down a little bit. And we get all the way to the bottom here. Kansas City and Oral Roberts. Kansas City, a team in which they've already fired their head coach, effective at the end of the season, which I found very interesting.
Hey, might as well start taking resumes now.
But they started 4-14, and since they've announced the firing of their coach, they've gone 0-2, to nobody's surprise, including 1 loss to Kansas City. Bryce, you better be working. I don't think I am.
You better be.
I don't think so. I'm going to be honest with you. But yeah, there you go. There's your conference standings at this point. They find themselves right in the middle, which after what happened in the non-con and what happened with all the injuries. If you would have told me right now we're 2-3 in conference play and have a chance at probably snagging a 4 seed, I think you'd take that. I think you'd take that a lot. It's been a lot of up and down for this men's team. Do you have it up in front of you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you can run through it quickly.
Since our last meeting?
We'll just run through the highlights if you want. There's really not been a lot of key victories.
No, I mean, the win over Air Force was kind of cool, I guess, to me.
It was, yeah.
That was November 29th, and then the Big Sky Summit Challenge lost to Portland State by 6. Lost in overtime to Northern Colorado. Found a way to win over a Dakota State team.
Yeah, that got a little interesting there.
Dakota State. You know how many posts I saw that did you see the halftime score? You think you worked that game, did you?
I did, yes. No, I witnessed this whole game.
The halftime score? What were you thinking at halftime of that one, Cole?
I was thinking if you lose this game. Now, this was an actual discussion. I'm not going to say with who, but in the USD production booth amongst some of our workers, it was, if you lose this game to Dakota State, Eric Peterson does not make it back to the locker room with a job. Because this is also coming off of a win over Prairie View A&M, who at one point, this is a 12-point win over Prairie View A&M, who according to KenPom, one of the best ranking systems in college basketball, was 7th to last in the KenPom.
So Dakota State hypothetically better than Prairie View A&M.
I think if they played,
they'd be favored.
It'd be close. It'd be a lot closer than the guy thinks.
No, I think it'd be close.
No, that Prairie View A&M, because that was right after. That Saturday-Wednesday stretch for the men's team, 97-85 over the 7th worst team in the country, and then 80-71 the win over the D2 NAIA.
Who's that?
Dakota State.
They're still NAIA.
Yeah.
They're freelancing.
Yeah, NAIA Dakota State. Now, Dakota State's a good team, but
9 points worse than USD.
9 points worse than a Division I squad.
Ugh.
Yeah, that would have been a little bit interesting there. Because Dakota State, again, had the 39-33 lead at the half. And every Twitter comment was like, am I seeing this right? I'm like, yeah,
I thought it was a typo.
You are seeing that right.
Yeah.
It was not good.
Larschy. After that, we go down to Kansas State, Manhattan, and lose by 30. Pick up a win over Mount Marty, a much-needed big win. And then conference play, lost to North Dakota State, pretty big. Lost to St. Thomas, closer than I thought it was going to be.
And that was the first game with the new players as well, that
Sure.
St. Thomas game.
Then they pick up a win over Denver and Kansas City. Then go up to Grand Forks and lose to North Dakota by 16. Cole brings Omaha to town. Or we go to Omaha tonight, actually.
So that game should be starting here soon. Half an hour. But yeah, that NDSU game, you go up and play the number 1 team in the conference with 7 guys. It went about as well as everybody had expected.
That ain't going to play.
Nope. There you go. Again, Omaha hosts St. Thomas on Saturday. Doubleheader. Jersey night. Is it a doubleheader? No, the 31st is a doubleheader. So the USD women on the 31st, they host at State at 1. And USD men host NDSU at 5. Doubleheader.
Be a lot of
St. Thomas game, Saturday, $1 dome dogs, $1 drinks.
How many dome dogs? How many you doing a $1 dome dog and a beer every quarter? Or for men, you'd have to do.
You'd probably have to do. No, what you'd probably end up doing. Would you try to go every media timeout?
How many of those?
There's 4 per game. Or 4 per half, so you gotta go 8. You get 8 dogs, 8 beers.
That's schwangable.
In 2.5 hours.
Not super schwangable.
But you can also, as soon as you get into the arena, you can start. It doesn't have to be during the game. This isn't like a 9-9-9 where it's perfectly separated.
Yeah.
You can get yourself
we
a little.
We should try that this summer at home for a Twins game.
Oh, please, not a Twins game. They're gonna be so bad.
We're boycotting the Twins.
They're over under.
Pick a team.
Their over under on wins is 71.
You know what we're gonna do next?
That means they're gonna have almost 100 losses.
Now you know what we're gonna do next episode, Cole?
What's that?
We're gonna spin a wheel with all of the MLB teams on it besides the Twins, and we're just gonna be a fan of them this year, no matter who it is. Can't be a Pirates fan, so we'll take
No.
them off the wheel.
Can't be Dodgers. I don't like the Dodgers.
Right, we'll take the Dodgers off.
Why don't you just decide right now?
Let's do it right now.
You want to be a Cubs fan for Bryce?
You know, I get behind that. I mean, like, if we really got into it, we could go out and see Iacone. He'd take us to a Cubs game.
True. See, now we're thinking.
They're all big Cubs fans out there. Is my stream still going?
I think so.
I pushed the wrong button.
Yeah, you're still here,
Okay,
right? Yeah, you're still here.
good.
I think so, anyway.
Okay.
I don't know.
Cubs?
Brewers.
Yeah, but I feel
Just thinking like area teams.
Yeah, but the thing is, the problem is I get the Twins for free every game. That's my problem. And you can watch all of those.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to think about
Like
this.
even those crappy.
I might just be boycotting the MLB this year.
Yeah, I don't like their situation, dude. It's such a problem.
There might be a player walkout after this season.
Really?
Yeah, they're not trying to get a salary cap, but they're trying to get the Rob Manfred and MLB to reel things back in.
Oh, I saw a TikTok, or maybe it was a tweet today. I don't remember, but it was talking about just the inexcusable nature of how things are in the MLB, because it's just so unbelievably hard for a team like the Pirates to compete when two players on the Dodgers are getting paid more than the Pirates spend in a year in one.
Yeah,
two players.
That'll be about like the Twins this year. They've got Byron Buxton. That's about it. Well, they got Joe Ryan and Pablo Lopez, but at the trade deadline,
that Luke Keeshaw's pretty good.
At the trade deadline, there's true.
So you got to hope pray to
Tavin?
God he's good.
Hey, Tevin, your time slot right after us is still available.
Yeah, if you want to hop on.
The nosebleeds.
No, Tavin. I am a Pirates fan, buddy.
yeah, he's stuck with being a Pirates fan. I'm a Twins fan.
Yeah, I've been a Pirates fan since probably it was 2011, 2012. Just picked them. So no.
Yeah, that was back in the good old days too. I remember that.
Hold on. So Tavin, now that you're down in Cali, are you a Giants fan? Are you you're not a Dodgers fan, right? Tell me you're not. Tell me you're not. Angels, maybe? I get behind the Angels, I guess. Pay her down.
Yeah, in case you're wondering what's going on in our chat right now, I'm just clicking on every single message.
Let's see what
We've got a celebrity on our hands.
Okay. That sounds fun. Like, I would go to the Angels. I would go watch the Angels.
In Anaheim?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I
That's sick.
bet they are very cheap. It'd be like going to a athletics game back before they moved to Vegas. Well,
they just let you in.
I don't even know what the Las Vegas Athletics are even at right now, because they don't have
$20.
That's impressive. That's really impressive.
Man.
We didn't even go to a Nebraska basketball game for that.
No, but we did. Oh my gosh, we have so much to tell the chat.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
You have a picture of that of us at that thing you can put up?
Yeah, I can find one.
Well,
here.
I'll kind of segue us while you work on that. And for those listening on KAOR, we appreciate you listening. If you want to find out and kind of visualize a lot of the things we talk about, most of the stuff we put on our YouTube stream, if you look up on YouTube the CharCole Sports Show, you can see and hear the entire show just like you are on the air. But if you look it up on YouTube, it's the CharCole Sports Show. That's CharCole and then Sports Show on YouTube, and you can check us out there. But Cole has something pretty cool he's going to throw up here soon, and we're really enjoying college basketball this year. I've watched more Big Ten college basketball than I ever have, just because of one specific team. Cole, I think you have too, because it's good to root for teams that are actually winning. But these guys aren't just winning; they are the current best team in their conference.
That is correct. I'm still trying to find it.
That's wild to say. That's crazy to say. They are finding ways to win, and that's what good teams do. Do you have the pictures, or are they just on my phone?
I'm trying to find them. Oh, here we go. There we go. Yeah, they're here. Okay, anyway. Can I just do one of these? Nope. Okay, hang on.
But it was a random Wednesday. We were supposed to be doing this show.
It was our last show before Christmas break.
Yeah, and Cole says, "Hey, Chuck, what are you doing tonight?" And I'm like, "Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure we were going to do the show, but what are we? Why? What do you got planned?" He's like, "Well, well, Colm and his buddy Mosier want to go watch a game. And I'm like, cool. Like, we go watch like a Skyforce game. I mean, we can go check out maybe I know USD ain't playing tonight because you guys would be working. So I'm like, yeah, we might as well go watch a game. Where are we going? And Cole's like, well, get this, right? And he tells me where, and I'm like, huh? I'm like, how far of a drive is that on a Wednesday? Oh, man. So I'm like, yeah, we might as well. So here, Cole can show you.
That's a picture from our seats right there.
It's a picture from our seats.
Here's us.
We had a splendid time. Mainly because I didn't drive.
True. We didn't have to drive. We got our tickets for cheap.
Funny enough, we get our tickets really cheap on SeatGeek, right? And I've always said that, like, I've heard that SeatGeek is good. I've used SeatGeek once, and it was to go to the spring training game for the Twins when they played the Pirates. Great, right? Well, I'm like, yeah, you know what? Like, Section 114, this looks great. It says best deal. Like if the SeatGeek 9.9, I think.
Yeah.
And it was somebody just trying to get rid of their seats for cheap, just to get money for them, because they weren't going, right? I'm like, oh, great. These are like, I don't know, what were we, like 27 rows up or something? 20, maybe 25?
Like that,
25 rows up. I'm like, oh, sweet. So we're like, looking just like other TVs do on the nice side. Cole, is this good with you? He's like, yeah, pick him up. So I picked him up, and I'm like, all right, well, this is what it is. And after fees, I think it ended up being like, what was it, $86?
I don't even think it wasn't even that. I think I Venmoed you 40 and I rounded up.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And so Cole sends me the Venmo. We get to the game, and our tickets say something a little bit different than Caden and Mosier's because they bought separate tickets. And ours say club seats. And we're like, oh, you got to be kidding, right? Like, maybe they all say that. And they go over to Caden's, and Caden's does not say that. So it turns out we get like a private club behind us where we're at in these seats here. And it was phenomenal. We were in like one of the last, like, we were to the left here, as you're seeing it on your screen, but we were to the left on that, and oh my Lord, we had such a fun time. They beat the brakes off Wisconsin. It was funny to see because Colm's a Badgers fan, so no, it was so fun, Cole. We need to go back again because it was a great atmosphere, and we got really cheap tickets. And then I got that shirt and a T-shirt toss.
He did. It was unreal.
I don't. You need to send me that picture. I got that T-shirt and a T-shirt toss, and then re-gifted it the next day because it's a size small, which I don't think I fit into those for a lot of years.
Yeah. By the way, also our parking garage. See in the back. This is from the top of our parking garage. This is where we park for like $10 or whatever. That's a Memorial Stadium right there in the background as well. So, yeah. Boom. It was unbelievable.
Yeah,
and the exact same. So I went on, and so then Nebraska played, or they hosted Michigan State in a ranked matchup, top 15 matchup. And the next is like 2 weeks later after this. This is a great question. Apparently Nebraska. Probably also USD.
Right.
Who am I kidding? They're cheaper to make, I'm sure. I looked for I found our exact two seats.
Did you?
I think maybe not. I don't think it's quite I think we were 2 rows closer. Or these seats were 2 rows closer to that Michigan State game. $400.
No shot.
Yeah. That was 2 weeks later for a top 15 matchup.
Buddy.
$400 a piece. A piece.
We fleeced them.
We did. Well, I told you we were sitting next to the guy, and the guy we were sitting next to, you could just tell. Like, he was
probably private equity.
He was a high net worth individual. Like, you could just tell.
Like the watch he had on was like I think it was white gold. It was a Rolly Day Date maybe.
Maybe it was nice.
And you could tell like the shoes he was wearing.
Yep,
like
he was like in a dress shirt and khakis and nice dress shoes and and he was getting as loud as us. Like, it was unreal. And I think you went up to the bathroom and probably on a drink run, and we were a couple drinks in at this point because they're like $1.50 cheaper up in the club.
And private bathroom. So I got in and out the bathroom in one media timeout.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
Private bathrooms, 2 private bars. They had a buffet before the game as well, but we were just running out of time, and I was like, I don't really want tacos right now, too bad. But yeah, we were started talking to him in the break, and he asked us what we got him for. I'm like, it was like $35, $40 a piece. And he just kind of looks at me and he goes, you guys did very well.
Knowing what he probably paid to be a season ticket member.
Well, so you pay for the tickets and a certain amount of donation, I'm sure, and yeah, it's unreal.
And then the game we were at, Nebraska's really good running back was there? Wasn't that
Yeah,
him?
Emmett Johnson. Yeah,
Is he still there? What's his story? He's
he
going
went
to
to the
league.
draft. Yeah, he went to the draft, which it's unfortunate, but I will be an Emmett Johnson card getter next year.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
that's why
I've started looking at some Amir Abdullah cards as well. I found one with an Adidas patch from his Nebraska.
Yeah, you told me this. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 1 of 2, and a Nike patch from the Lions booklet.
Dude.
It's like $750, but I really, really want it because it looks really, really good.
Send him an offer, like lowball him.
I should. Yes, Emmett Johnson is a dog.
But then I had to pull. He's good. I had to pull a prank on Cole when we got there. I'm like, oh my gosh, Matt Rule's here, and Cole's like,
Yeah, I went up and I came back. Like they just showed Matt Rule and Emmett Johnson on the video board, and he's like, I would have won this T-shirt. It's got like a $50 gift card in it, and I'm like, what? He let me on for like the guy beside me.
He told me to go with it, and I'm like,
yeah, it was unreal. I'm just like, are you kidding me? But yeah, we went from planning on doing the show to having tickets and in the car in like an hour and a half.
yeah. And then after the game, we jokingly go to McDonald's, right? And you can't go in, and you can't do pickup. You have to go to the drive-thru, whatever.
Yeah.
And everyone does their order separately, and I'm like jokingly saying, "What's everyone ordering?" And I said, me personally, I'm getting 2 McChickens. I don't remember what you ordered. I don't remember what Colm ordered. And Moser said, well, I'm getting 40 chicken McNuggets. And I laughed, and I said, yeah, that's funny, but like, what are you getting? And he said, oh, I'm gonna probably get a McChicken too. And I thought that's what he meant, is he was just getting a McChicken. So we wait, and we wait, and we wait. And this guy, I'm not joking, this guy gets 40 chicken nuggets for himself.
And like 12 ranches.
And these chicken nuggets have been sitting there. Now,
Oh
mind
my
you,
God.
this thing, oh.
I ordered like a 10-piece. They were like worse than cold. Like you could have taken them on the table and just like knocked them on the table. And he needed all 12 of those ranches to eat 20. And he's like, because what he was thinking was, we started dying.
I started crying.
Yeah,
I started crying.
It was unbelievable.
It was so funny.
And
you just had to like see it to, oh my Lord.
And then he's like, yeah, I was going to have 20 now, and then have 20 like for lunch tomorrow. It was like, these are so bad. Like he didn't even take them out of the car. He just goes, yeah, throw them away. I don't want any more. They were bad, man. I had 1 ranch for 10 nuggets, and it was so bad. Oh, it was so bad.
My chicken or McChicken.
And our McChickens were fresh out of the fryer. They were unbelievable.
I still felt like terrible after that.
Oh yeah, well it's McDonald's. You always do. But yeah, it was unreal. This was when we were supposed to do our last show, which was 5 weeks ago.
I don't know. I really liked
it was awesome. It was a one-of-a-kind experience. I'd love to go back, but I don't think we'll ever get better seats than this for nearly as cheap as we did.
Unless they stink, ever. Like, we should have bought up a bunch of tickets after that game, just knowing that this is how it's going to be.
Should have. And now they're 18-0. They're one of 3 undefeated teams remaining.
The game that I want to go to, let's see how much.
Oh, Purdue?
Yeah, the Purdue game. What do you think those puppies are?
The get-in price might be $150.
Nebraska.
For clarification, he has an air fryer. He's going to put them in the air fryer and reheat them.
Who said this?
Bryce said Dale McDonald's Nuggets is actually diabolical. Which I agree.
40, though, is nuts, man. Oh, it's not that bad. All right, we're looking for 2 tickets. So where we sat, there are no tickets left. The section to the left of us, okay?
So basically where Caden
Where Caden sat,
yeah.
$3.55 a pop.
Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah, sounds about right.
Tickets? Oh, my Lord.
Sounds about right.
Let's look at the most expensive ticket.
No, I don't even want to know.
You do. The most expensive ticket.
Probably courtside. They're probably selling one courtside. Really?
Section 101, which is behind. So when we're looking at the court, it's to the left. It's behind that hoop. $1,210 per ticket is what they want for it.
It's going to be like row 2.
Row 7. Yeah.
My goodness.
Let's see here. We're going to do between 75 and 160. Let's see. Okay, well, it looks like the CharCole Sports Show is not going to the next Nebraska Huskers and Purdue game.
That's all right. I got my one in. I know my dad's listening to this right now. He was not impressed that we didn't invite him.
Well, we also didn't have a full plan going into that.
That's true. Yeah, Caden came over. He's like, "You guys want to go to the Nebraska game?" Well, he asked me. I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Well, Charlie, want to go?" I'm like,
"Yeah."
"Okay, I mean, sure, right?"
First Big
tickets.
Ten game.
And their tickets were pretty cheap too. They're the section over from us and up a little bit, still lower bowl, like $20 a pop.
Yeah, we're not going to the game, Cole.
Yeah.
The prices are outrageous, man. There's only 90 listings on SeatGeek too.
That's true. Behind the hoop as well. Not great ticket. Not great.
No, that's a bad deal.
Seats.
All right. Well, that's sad.
Yeah. Oh, shucks. Can't go to another Nebraska game.
What about the Illinois game on February 1st? It's a Sunday. Nope. Still, I think we did very well with our.
Yeah, I think we got in when we had to. I think that was our option right there. I think that was our one time to go. Maybe I can talk my dad and get the season tickets. Never know.
That'd be sweet, dude. They're fun to watch, though. I haven't really enjoyed college basketball like this since Duke was going crazy with Zion and R.J. Barrett and all them.
I haven't watched this many non-March Madness games, I think, in my life.
Ever.
Well, because Nebraska's never been relevant.
Right, because that one night I was at my family Christmas, and I'm texting Cole Larsch after Nebraska wins. That's how fun they are to watch.
Yeah, that was the Michigan State game, I think. Yeah, because I started going super late, and I had the Hoop City the next day, so I was watching in the shower because I'm like, I got to get to bed because I got to be at the Corn Palace at 10 o'clock. Yeah, it was unreal.
It was fun.
True. Hey, Tavin came up with a good idea.
They play there? Well, when they play UCLA.
UCLA, I'm sure, and USC.
How expensive are flights to LA the way it is?
Probably not cheap.
I'll look on Google Flight Tracker real quick. When do they play, Cole? This is why you listen to this show.
That's a good question.
Tell me when they play. I'll find it right now. From FSD.
Mom, you have to have hope here. We can talk Dad into it. By the way, Nebraska's ranked number 7.
Okay.
Highest ranking all time.
When do they play, Cole?
Let me look. I'm trying to find it. They play at USC on February 28.
February 28.
They play at UCLA on the 3rd of March. Interesting.
They play at UCLA on the 3rd?
Yeah. So it's either February 28th for USC or March 3rd for UCLA. Probably not great. It's probably close to spring break time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're not going for cheap.
Yeah.
I wonder if you went out of, Omaha, maybe?
Well, that'd be your best bet. Oh, Tavin doesn't have any games that day. Which day? The 28th or the 3rd?
You could ride Frontier from Omaha to LAX, which is a 7-hour flight. It's a one-way. No, you would stop in Denver. Never mind. For $308 round trip. That's actually not bad per person.
Round trip, not bad.
Right, but you're getting on 4 total flights round trip.
Right, still not terrible. The 3rd.
We would leave.
What are the odds I have a game March 3rd? I bet I do.
We're not going to LA, Larsch. Think about the hotel price.
Oh yeah, that's a round 1 of regions for boys basketball.
Yeah, I think we'll be out next time.
Shoot. Oh, Bryce, that's a great idea. Except I don't work any of the March softball games either, but he needs to be my color commentator for a softball game. We have an extra room. He's trying to sell us.
Yeah. I think I'd best be around. That'd be fun, though.
That would be awesome. We'll think about that. We got a couple more shows to think about this. That chat's going crazy right now. That's the most I've ever seen chat.
I know. Chat's moving.
I mean, it's mainly just Bryce and Tavin talking next to each other, but see, right about now, back a long time ago, Tavin would
This used to just be the show. Yeah.
This is where you would come in and take this third microphone over here, and we just start talking.
It turned into the old Yap Fest, but that's all right. Cole, we have 12 minutes left in the show here. I really want to talk about the college football national championship really quick, and then do our picks for the AFC and NFC championships, if we can get that in.
All right, let's do that. Let's roll right into it.
Let's talk about that.
It's your show, so you can.
Yeah, I guess. Well, you don't get to pick now, so this is how it is. No, I was very happy with the way the college football playoff went this year because I think Miami deserved to be in it. I did. I
Yeah, they won the head-to-head. I think.
I think they did, and a lot of people said that they wouldn't win a game and all this. So it proved a lot to a lot of people that no matter what, Miami can go win. How many? Was it 4 or 5 games? I don't remember. It had to have been 4. 4 games in a playoff scenario. If they would have won all those, it'd have been insane. But Indiana, a powerhouse, Cole, and it's really hard to stop a team like that when they're so well coached and just well put together to begin with. And obviously, I know they have NIL money and all of this with Cuban, but I mean, when you have a coach like that and a team that buys in like Signetti's team did, you just got to give it to them. That was such a fun team to watch. A lot of people comparing them to like that Joe Burrow team that was undefeated back in 19, but I don't think they're there.
No.
I mean, I watched them play Clemson, and that Clemson team was good, and they beat the brakes off them. You know? That LSU team, very impressive. And I'm not trying to take anything away from Indiana, but Fernando Mendoza seems like he always makes the right decision, and that dude cannot get any help from his offensive line on Monday night. Cole, what's your thoughts?
I was thinking the exact same thing. Also, Tavin put in the comment section, OH, absolutely not. Get that out of here.
Dude.
Absolutely not. No, Miami, they're a solid team. They should have gotten in. LSU 2019, I think, is up there for best college football playoff. Best team in college football playoff history? Yes. Best college team ever? No. That's the Nebraska team that beat Miami by like 45 when everybody picked Miami. So there's that. Yeah, it was a really good game. It was a really good game. Indiana's a good team. I think a lot of it is coaching. I mean, you can talk about it. They're a solid team. They're not going to go down and be remembered as the best team ever. I think they're going to be remembered as like the best story ever.
Yeah, that was super fun.
I think that's very fair to say is like the best college football story of all time. Because just the turnaround like that, and
I don't even think they're one of the. I mean, I saw CF Budge. I don't know if you follow him at all on TikTok.
No, I see a bunch of his stuff.
I love CF Budge. Really nice, really thought out person. He ranked all of the top teams to ever play in the college football playoff, and he had Indiana at like 4 maybe or 6. I don't remember. But anyway,
I think it's a good spot. I think that's a good spot for
like
him.
I think that 2022 or whatever it was Georgia team would have smacked this Indiana team around.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say.
So, I mean, just based off how good that defense was, they would have dominated that offensive line for Indiana, Cole. It wouldn't have been fun. Fernando would have had no time, and that running back would have done nothing because who were those linebackers? Nakobe Dean, Roquan Smith, or no, Roquan Smith wasn't. He was graduated before that. It was Nakobe Dean that year. Oh man. Look that up. 2022 Georgia defense. Let's just hear the names. I know that Jordan Davis was out there, Jalen Carter. Just name some of the dudes.
Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, Nakobe Dean, Lewis Seen.
Lou. Don't even get me started.
Yeah, interesting. Here we go. I get their defensive stats. Jamin Johnson, Malachi Starks. Michael Williams.
Yeah, I mean, this
Robert Beal.
Dog.
Let's see, Nolan Smith, Ryan Davis.
Chaz Chambliss. That defensive line alone, Cole, eats Indiana for
Oh, especially what they did as O-line this year. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. So I'm happy to see Indiana win, though. It was fun to see a Big Ten team win, and no SEC teams in the chip.
That's always good.
Yeah.
But it just means more, Charlie. It just means more in the SEC.
That's right. Like hypothetically, they would have won it anyways if they were in it.
Right. There's people on Twitter today saying that Indiana wouldn't even be like the top 3 team in the SEC. Like they beat Alabama by 5 touchdowns.
Right. Iowa would have won the SEC this year. That's what they're saying. Gronowski would have been the Heisman. Would have made Pavia look like a bum.
Boy, they would have need their defense to step up quite a bit, but they could. Anyway, there you go. Yeah, college football playoff was a very good game. I think we were due for a close nail biter.
We were
college football championship.
Yeah, And speaking of college football, I attended a bucket list item over the break between our last show and this one. I went to the Hawaii Bowl, and it was on Honolulu, but it was on the campus of the University of Hawaii, or Hawaii University, however that one is. But no, it was so sweet. I mean, an absolute bucket list item. Got to see California play Hawaii. Hawaii, the home team at that, so the atmosphere was phenomenal. And then there was a fight afterwards, and then I have a video of it. Apparently, like, I didn't know I had the video until well after, and like people were like putting the video, like we're offering people money for the video of the fight because ESPN apparently didn't air like the best parts of it. I got videos of people jumping over the barricades to get in the fight and players going at it. Former USD wide receiver Corin Adams, a big name in that fight. You can literally, I got video like a brand new phone right here, like full on, just dudes just taking swings. It was phenomenal. Coaches were, trying to separate players, but they knew that their season and some of their careers were over, so they were letting it fly. It was awesome. University of Hawaii, I like that. Well, I know we drove past a couple of schools there, but no, the Rainbow Warriors were the team of choice. They're a really cool campus, Cole. Their stadium reminds me of like the old Sioux Falls Arena, kind of. That's what it looks like, but like cooler, if that makes sense. And then the roof is all glass, but it's tinted. Okay. It's the weirdest thing. It looks kind of like tinfoil.
The old Sioux Falls Arena.
Yeah.
Wow,
that's how I would put it. Very, very circular. Not very pointy.
I watched our MVP Titans get the brakes blown off of us by Aberdeen Roncalli because their really good player lost for the first time.
Yeah,
I think like the second time all season they got upset in round one and just came out and scored like 35.
Yeah, I call a team called University of Hawaii Hilo. Huh. Neat.
Interesting. There you go. The more you know.
They get it.
Yeah. Well, we got a superstar in the chat right here, Tavin Carn.
This man.
ESPN Plus legend right here. Big Ten Plus also. Last couple days.
Hey. Cole, quickly, your AFC NFC Championship closing time.
I gotta
picks.
look them up here.
Well,
it is Patriots Broncos at 2:00 on CBS. Rams Seahawks at 5:30. I think it's going to be a Patriots Seahawks rematch.
Boy, that'd be sweet.
I think so. I think the Patriots. And it's tough with the Broncos because now their quarterback is hurt.
See, I'd like to disagree with you just for like the plot, but
I just don't. I don't see.
I feel like the Rams could do it, but if anybody can do it, the Rams can do it. But you have to get Puka involved. Like, he's so good. He is so good. You have to get him involved.
Plus the Seahawks defense with the 12th man.
Right, knowing the ball's on the line. Like, they're not letting a fake field goal get slipped this time. It's happening.
I think it's Patriots and Seahawks. Jared Stidham believers, stand up.
Hey,
I am firmly sat.
If I had any Jared Stidham rookie cards, now would be the time to sell them. I saw his rookie National Treasures 1-of-1 shield. I think it sold for $8,300, something like that, just this week. People are getting on the Jared Stidham train.
Well, yeah, because if he wins and then all of a sudden wins the Super Bowl, it's 8.3 out of a couple of zeros.
Yeah, it's like Tricky Nick all over again. Like, Nick Foles. They're going to do some Philly special. They're going to call it, I don't know, Mile High Special. And they're going to go out there to do something stupid, and it's going to work, and Denver's going to find a way to get to the bowl. I don't know that, but I don't want to see him there. That's for sure.
I wouldn't mind seeing him there.
Hate Sean Payton, though.
That is very true. I can't agree with that. But, I don't know. I think it's going to be Patriots, Seahawks. That NFC game should be pretty good, though.
Yeah, banger.
5:30.
Brady on the call.
Sunday. Yeah, should be pretty good. Should be pretty good.
Midwest hater.
Maybe.
My man.
Charlie?
That's it.
We're back.
We're back.
As long as we can get in this radio studio, we can keep doing shows.
Right. If they keep letting us in, put a rock on the door next time just in case.
Might have to. You have to close this thing out now. It's your show.
Holy buckets. Well, This has been the CharCole Sports Show, the 13th episode of the 3rd season. We appreciate you all for listening and tuning in. If you're listening on KAOR, I'm pretty sure Ethan Ladke's show, the Locker Room Sports Show, will be up next if they're in there. If not, this has been an exclusive presentation of the CharCole Sports Show. God bless and good night. For Cole Larsch, I'm Charlie Prien. This has been the CharCole Sports Show. We'll see you in 3 weeks, actually.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. No show next week. Show after that.
Kevin will be on at 5 p.m. for the follow-up.
Huh.